We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Fallen World, Issue 2 from Valiant Comics from 2019. Written by Dan Abnett, art by Adam Pollina, colors by Ulises Arreola, letters by Jeff Powell, senior editor Carl Ballers, associate editor Dave Menschel, senior editorial director Robert Myers, covers by Sanford Green, Declan Shalvey, Nick Verrelia, Diego Yapar, and Ulises Arreola. So this religious group that's going around are called the Church of the Fallen, and they have awoken the Raijin and are planning on tracking the father that way because they worship him as a god, and they have for several hundred years from the sound of it. Meanwhile, Gilad and Rai are having all kinds of problems. The father is in control of a very powerful nanite construct, and although he is not complete yet, he is incredibly powerful, and he makes their lives a gigantic mess during this issue. While they try and escape, things are going on back in New Tokyo, where Rai's friend uncovers a little bit about what's going on with the church, and unfortunately Gilad and the Geomancer get separated from Rai, and things go really in a tough direction and leads off on a cliffhanger. There's also a preview for Punk Mambo at the end of this. Man, that book looks terrible. All in all, the cover is the weakest part of this issue. The art for the cover is very undynamic, and this scene doesn't happen. The art's kind of messy. There's a weird face in the background. I don't understand it. The interior art's not bad. I actually thought it was pretty decent. Occasionally, some of the posing looks a little stiff, like they're using action figures or 3D modeling, but otherwise, it's pretty solid art. The story is really good. There's a little bit of forced swearing that is a little annoying. I hate graphics. Just don't use swear words. Write something different. But I am willing to let it slide because it doesn't happen much in here, and they had plenty of opportunities to really abuse it. This is a fun book. It reminds me of old Valiant back in the 90s when Valiant was really good. This has that same sort of high adventure feel, and there's a lot of action in this issue, which I really like in my comics. So I'm definitely going to recommend this. I don't know a whole lot about how Valiant's been treating a lot of their characters in the last decade or so, because I haven't really read their books. But this is good stuff. Dan Abnett was a great choice to write this. The art was really pretty solid overall. I was actually pretty impressed with that. So if you get a chance to pick this up, I thought it was worth the $4, and I'm going to recommend it. I think it's going to be a pretty solid miniseries, and it has some familiar Valiant characters, and pretty interesting premise. So I'm curious to see where they go with the Geomancer in this dark future thing, and how it's going to play in with what Rai is trying to accomplish. So that being said, that's going to do it for me. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. We hope to see you on the next one.